The fight of the Silver State and a chance to lay claim to the Fremont Cannon once again. The prized possession that fans of both of these schools looking to roll back home and fire off once again. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on a team from the American, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rebels will kick it away first. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down. Yard line. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. The Rebels ran up and down the field the last time these two matched up, with the Wolfpack completely overmatched, but this time, Pack trying to bounce back.
When I think back to that game, you just think about the difference in speed. UNLV looks so much faster. They say speed kills. If they play like that again today, David, it's going to be tough for Nevada.
Yeah, they smashed them. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It wasn't pretty. It was over quick. And that's, I think, something that's really embarrassing, and especially in a rivalry game. I look for Nevada to bounce back, man. They got to play with more emotion, more adrenaline. They got to be embarrassed from that last meeting.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, UNLV. The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20. Let's talk for a second about Nevada. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Punt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to... Bases and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilliam. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Nevada will be forced to punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So UNLV's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy took. Last week, spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority. in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him.
There he goes! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Headed to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Since 1969, UNLV and Nevada have fought for the right to paint and protect the Fremont Trophy, and really they established the intensity of this rivalry right off the bat as Nevada won the first game by a mere 2 points.
Yeah, it's funny to watch all those games back in the day. It's like 0-0 tied, 2 points. Now we're seeing high-scoring, firing cannons, and then that's what's cool about the Fremont Cannon. Like, you get to earn this, and you get to bring it to your university, and it's the battle for Nevada.
Means a lot to these two schools, means a lot in the state. It's not a trophy you can necessarily put in the trophy case, but it's all about having possession, and that's what these two schools are battling for today.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Jackson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
To the air on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand. We start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man in the middle. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Rebels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. And the field goal unit is on the field.
Number 15 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Nevada will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Nevada, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a
turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Might be calling a hot route. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Vegas.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes the easy throw in the flat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield very late in the half. Snags it. Touchdown UNLV. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. But the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, someone's leaving that stadium today with the howitzer cannon after an entertaining first half. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Finds a little space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
David, Jesse, as legend would have it, explorer John Fremont abandoned a howitzer in the Sierra Nevada in 1843 during a heavy snowstorm. So each year, the winning team earns the right to paint the howitzer's wheels scarlet or navy.
And this is pretty cool because
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gregory. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right.
Touchdown, Rebels! Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive... quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum.
He smashes his way through again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gregory. Jumped on top of the pile. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense.
There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. It's a good day's work when you can take a piece of